Hey, and good morning or good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. We are another day closer to the next eclipse of the season coming this Saturday. So I wanted to jump on and just kind of, litmus the energies with you and speak about this powerful manifestation wormhole that we're in. As we spoke about yesterday, and I mentioned the key Vesta, which is a ancient Lemurian device I was trained in. And I did misspeak yesterday. I wanted to clear up the Hakulit readings I do with the Key Vesta are the ones by donation, but the ones I mentioned yesterday that are the full manifestation spreads, those are an alchemical sequence, and I have committed to charging $144 for one of those because it is an alchemical formula. So if you are interested in that, let me know, but I just wanted to clear that up. So an 8 card spread with the Key Vesta is by donation. It's called the Hakulit, and it's a spiritual consulting session. But anyway, the one I was talking about yesterday is the manifestation. So I wanted to just give you a little peek into the cards and some of the concepts. So there are 4 decks, and there are 36 cards in each deck. So there are 144 cards. And the way that we do it for the Key Vesta is in an alchemical sequence. So there's a certain number of each of the cards that unfolds in an alchemical sequencing. And like the Fibonacci has a sequence of numbers, an alchemical sequence also exists. So we do the number of cards that match, and each layer is for a specific thing. So like the first, we use the Vesta deck for the first layer, and it is a clearing out of the body so that you can have a clearer lens, because the point of this is also to highlight any blind spots and help clear those up, and also activate the spine as the portal of manifestation, because where your Kundalini is flowing, that's how you're accessing the greater field. Abundance just means like the all that is, in alignment with your Dharma or your soul path, your destiny, your star card, if you want to say tarot words. So I'll just give you an example. So say this was one of the cards we pulled, and it was Vesta 13. So there's an angel that guards each one of these. So I would say the angelic, or no, this is the Lemurian, sorry. There's not an angel on these. The Lemurian word is Stehenolot Uklet Barasvi, acknowledge oneness. So then the concept, so you take this mandala, and we're taking this one into the heart to calibrate to the heart. And so we're imagining opening a window into all that is and peering through that heart and acknowledging oneness. This is how we would begin the reading if this was your first card. So in acknowledging oneness, we kind of connect to that larger field of consciousness. And that's where we access the reality that we are aligning with, right? Excuse me. So I say angelic sigils. I work with a lot of different modalities and cards, and one of them is Belvaspata, which is an angelic healing modality, and it uses sigils. And I use also the mother runes that also have sigils, and some other modalities as well. So that's just on my mind. So then the concept that goes with this card is the initiate knows he can change his environment by changing himself. The master knows no difference, but enjoys his environment as himself. So it's kind of deep. I'll read it again because this feels like it must be for today, for the collective, acknowledging oneness. So the initiate, someone who's initiating levels, right? Going to the next level, someone who's engaging in that consciously, knows that he or she can change his environment by changing himself. So we've talked about this in other videos. You are the control room of your reality, of your universe. As you change and dial things in here, out here changes, right? As within, so without. The initiate knows he can change his environment by changing himself. The master, so we're designating another level, someone who's gone to the next level, knows no difference, but enjoys his environment as himself. So if you want to change it, you know you can, but you can also enjoy what you have outpictured. You know, you've outpictured it this way specifically for a reason. There's a lot of Piscean energy today, to veer off the key Vesta for a moment. The Piscean energy is asking us to look at the subconscious mind, look at the programs that are running, look at the triggers, and like acknowledge that we are outpicturing. So if we don't like something we see, you know, saying a master knows no difference and enjoys his environment as self, because at some point in mastery, what you used to not like, you kind of like. So you maybe find enjoyment in things you didn't used to. So as this eclipse is approaching, if you take some inventory of your triggers and your shadow elements, or the things in your life where you're like, oh, I don't know about this, and look at like, okay, I'm creating this from why, from which set of beliefs, what is outpicturing this? That is the kind of work that we do in a Hakulit key Vesta reading, is look at the programs that are running behind, or like, when's the first time I had this emotion about this thing? Some of this is also, you know, like emotion code or shadow work that I also do, if you're curious in that. But you can do some of this yourself, where you're acknowledging and noting what, okay, I'm feeling this energy now. Say you're feeling some kind of like strange energy with someone, and you can acknowledge like, what's behind that? What is the strangeness I feel? What am I projecting onto the situation from a past thing that's making me like have this experience? This is triggering it, obviously, so it's coming up. So let's look behind the scenes at, I think Jupiter's in Pisces right now, so it's expanding that energy and like making us really look at it. Because what we are manifesting, we want to make sure we're coming through with as clear of intent, as clear of mind, that our subconscious and our conscious are lined up as much as possible. Yoga Nidra is also really good for doing this, because it helps to clear out the subconscious. But specifically right now, it's good to make that stuff conscious. So even though Yoga Nidra is great at defragging, like sometimes you just want to see it and you want to know what it is. This is kind of one of those times, so journaling could be really helpful. You know, write some journaling stuff where you're like, okay, this is the thing that's coming up for me. What's contributing to that? What could be behind that? You know, what's causing this to leak through? If I go behind, you know, are there things from earlier in my life, from other relationships, from other similar happenings? When else have I felt like this? And then what are your beliefs about, you know, if this is going on in your life, you have some beliefs running about it if you feel dissatisfied. So say you don't have enough money right now and you're having money struggles, then you might be judging yourself, and you might be saying, I'm a better person. I believe that I'm a better person if I am financially secure. Or if I don't have any money, then I believe that makes me less of a person. These aren't true or false. They're just possible beliefs that are running in the background. So if we can shine a light on these right now, that will really like help illuminate the path and make the alignment easier. Yeah. And if you need assistance with that, please let me know. I love to assist. But more than anything, again, we are like digging deep with the Scorpio Taurus axis coming in. We want to deeply feel like raw and real with our manifestation. We want it to feel deep and real and sensual, to be alive, to be in our body. Taurus also loves pleasure. So there's like a real pleasure like switch with this eclipse, like we want to be in our sweet spot, right? So anything that's like kind of causing a tangle on that, like it's good to like look at that and see where it's coming from and either make adjustments to that, root it out, or, you know, like find a way to fall in love with what's really happening. Anyway, thanks for joining me again. And I'm also posting some conversations that I'm having with a previous Army Ranger, my friend Jake, about some yoga stuff and some, you know, mostly yogic concepts and some mental health issues and so forth. So I hope that you'll check those out as they pop up and leave us some comments, some feedback. You know, they're kind of rough and just, you know, whenever we feel like having a talk. So one I did a little bit too much editing on, I think the one that's released today, but so they're probably not going to all be like that. But I just like to hear what you guys think, if that's something that you're interested in hearing more. We've got a couple more lined up, so I'll probably release a few more, but let me know in the comments. I just feel like pulling a card today, and I get the Great Mystery. So I'm going to leave you with this from the Native Spirit deck for today. It says, have faith and know that you are divinely guided, even when you have doubts. Trust you're exactly where you need to be. Gotta go listen to Amy Steinberg, Exactly. It's a perfect song for today. Amy Steinberg, Exactly. I'll put a link below. Trust you're exactly where you need to be. Believe you've planted your seeds. Now let the Creator do the rest. Even if you can't see into the future, have faith that the path will be illuminated and go forward. If you have any reoccurring challenges, turn them over to the Creator. Not my will, but thy will be done. That's the same thing as finding him, looking at him, and being like, okay, I'm going to feel different about this. I'm going to like give those to God, right? Your native spirit wants you to know that many native cultures refer to the Creator as the Great Mystery. It's the idea that Great Spirit is so vast and so profound that in many ways it's unknowable. Faith is the foundation of the ability to manifest. Everything was created because someone believed it was possible. And patience is absolutely crucial in the application of this principle. Trust. Change can happen in a heartbeat, but some things require time. You've planted the seeds, now give them time to grow. Please be patient. And know it will happen. Whatever receives your care and attention will flourish. So, the mantra today is, it's happening. It's happening, it's happening, it's happening. Beautiful. All right, y'all. Thanks for joining in. See you soon.